What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with some more Trails of Cold Steel 2. Last time, we got started on our next day after dealing with the whole Duke Alberea situation. So it is time for us to get back to getting more Zemurian ore so that George will be able to craft Valamar's new weapon. And of course, there are more students out there for us to get as well. So let's head back to the bridge. We've already talked to everyone on the ship and get started with everything. We do have some requests as well to handle. And of course, a handful of students to pick up. And a lot of them are actually in Barrierheart. So we're actually going to head to Barrierheart first. Of course, they're going to show us our new travel points. Barrierheart, Oryx Fort. Cool. A lot of, so really, a lot of Erebonia. We have most of Eastern Erebonia freed from Noble Alliance control. Really, the only places left, you know, obviously, like I said, not counting the west side over here, is Trista and Heimdallar. So once we deal with all 4 of the spirit shrines and, you know, get Reen's new weapon ready to go, we can probably start making our way to Trista, liberate that, and then of course Heimdallar is going to be our last stop. You know, whatever happens with those places. But yeah, so first things first, let's head into Barrierheart. Because we definitely ran into Theresia while we were here. Let's see if she's still in the same place. She was at the, like the little mall area. When we were first coming through Barrierheart, when we were trying to get Eustace back in the group. She was hanging out in here. So, if she is still... No, she was over here before. Alright, well, we'll just have to take a look at where exactly in Barrierheart they are, because there are a handful of them. I probably should have double-checked, like, all of the Thor students, so I kind of know where I'm looking exactly. But yeah, I guess we'll just have to walk around and see for ourselves. Because I don't believe you can, well, that's cool, you can actually, teleport out there. Oh, okay, you can look at the student info here. Okay. Let's scroll down. Okay, so there, it does show the total amount of students here. Okay, so Theresia at home in Barrierheart. Okay. Okay, Rosine's still in Celtic, of course. Oryx Fort for Rex. We can see him while we're here. Colette, Barrierheart Artisan Street, so she's going to be down in the lower area. Barrels in Ymir. Staying with Baron Hancock's family in Barrierheart, and that's it. Okay, so 3 people here in Barrierheart. So we got Bridget, we have Colette, and then we have Theresia. I don't know, well, we know all the Barons are going to be in, like, the far end. So let's stop at Artisan Street for Colette first, because obviously I know where that is. Okay, she's obviously going to be in here, I assume. Oh no, we ran into her before. We knew she was staying here. Hey, Colette. Oh, hey, guys. I haven't seen you in a while. Things going well, I guess? Good time, by the way. There's something we'd like to ask you. Haha, you've come to invite me onto the Courageous, right? I was actually going to ask you all about that when you stopped over for after the Duke's arrest. That makes things easier. Come on, we'll show you the way now. Wait a sec, there's something I need to do before that. Of course there is. I want to do something for the people on this street before I leave. You do? I remember you saying you got along very well with everyone, too. So what are you planning? I'm thinking about leaving a charm with each of the stores on the street. That's why I came here, in fact. Would you mind waiting until I'm done? Yeah, may as well help her out. Is there any way we could help? We'll be able to wrap this up much quicker if we split the work. Oh, good idea. We'd be glad to help. Sure, awesome. Can I ask you to go collect one of the materials I need? It's called a Dryad's... Oh, here we go again. Dryad's Tear. Turner recommended I use it. Oh no. What, you guys know what it is? It's a material we were asked to look for during our field study here. If it's the same to you guys, I'll be over here repressing that memory. Huh, that makes things easier, I guess. You can get them from the Southern Cruising Highway this time of year. Would you be able to get 4 of them for me? I'll focus on gathering everything else I need in the meantime. Sure, no problem. This might be our chance to make up for what happened last time. Okay, let's head out. So I highly doubt the game actually reads whether you did the quest or not, because I don't remember... No, this was one of the required ones, so it probably does. But I always wonder if for the other kind of quests that aren't required, because you can load, when you start a playthrough, you load your previous save file, so I wonder if it reads whether you did the side quest or not. But obviously, the reason they're repressing these memories is because that was the situation where the guy was trying to get something. I think he was getting something for his wife, but then that noble came in and essentially was like, no, I need this. And then he like ate the Dryad's Tear or whatever. Okay, so... Oh, this time of year in the south? Yeah, okay, so I guess we're heading down this way. And then that was the first time we ran into Blue Blanc here in Erebonia. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. Got it. Hello, Slugman. Alright, there's one. Found one. This brings back memories. Then the search continues. I did kind of forget, what was that group in Cold Steel 1 when we came to Barrier Heart? It was Reen, Fee, Eustace, Machias, Emma, I believe. And I think that was it? I can't think of anyone else that was with us. Yeah, I think it was just those 5. Okay, let's head up this way. We'll fight this monster while we're here. Oh, you're running away with me. I don't expect much trouble. Yeah, no XP. Ooh, Shadow Brigade. There we go. We'll have to see what that looks like. That's 2. Man, it really is pretty. It still baffles how the Count wanted to eat something like this. Yeah, so I guess they did explain the story to everyone who wasn't there. Yeah, that was the first time we kind of got a hint about Fee's background as well. Well, she actually explained it back then as well, when she blew up the door when they were rescuing Machias. That's 3, just 1 more to go. The end is in sight. Let's keep it up. By the way, is this the group I chose? I don't think I really did a party formation before we got started. I mean, it doesn't really matter, I feel like. Or did I? What are the side requests again? Oh no, that's right. We did bring we had to bring Laura with us because of what's happening in Legram. That's right. I think Laura's the only required member, and then everyone else is kind of secondary, but I did want to bring characters who haven't gotten a chance to kind of be around. So I think I'm fine keeping this group for today, or at least until whatever situation is going to happen after the Spirit Temple. That makes 4. Colette should be happy with these. Let's head back to the jeweler's and report. I do wonder, though, if there is... Because obviously, you know, it's been, you know, well over 2 years. Almost 3 at this point since I played this game. I don't remember if there is actually a situation after every single Spirit Temple like we've had, you know, with the first one. Where, you know, okay, we had to deal with Duke Alvaray after that. Because I really can't think of too many other things, like, unless we're going to liberate Trista before doing all 4 Spirit Temples. Like, I can't think of much else that's really going to happen. The only other thing I can think of is still Machias' father, but I feel like he's being held in Heimdallr, and there's no way we're going back there until we're really ready to take everything back. But who knows, maybe I'll get surprised. Alright, Colette. We got your stuff. Oh, hey, did you get enough tears for me? Sure did. Here you go. Let's see here. Yup, perfecto. Thanks a ton. I should be able to make some really nice charms with these. Speaking of which, time to get Turner to work his magic. Having the materials needed, Colette had her charms made, and after leaving one of the jewelers, she left to head out the rest. Nah, he just seems more annoyed than anything. Oh, she seems happy. And he seems happy, that's good. I'm guessing this is probably where she was staying. She's probably staying at the inn upstairs here. There we go, that should be all of them. I'm so glad everyone liked them. I'm not surprised, they're so well made. Didn't have any old men eating things they shouldn't this time either. I'm just glad they ended up in the right hands this time. The winds were with us this time, thankfully. Thanks a bunch, you guys. I even got a bunch of clothes and accessories as parting gifts. Gonna have to hand them out to everyone on the Courageous as thanks for letting me come on board. You ready to come with us now then? Yep, can't wait to hang out with you some more. Likewise. We'll see you on board, Colette. Alright, well that's Colette taken care of. So now we still have, what was it? It was Theresia and who else? Oh, that's cool. It even marks the trial chests that we run into, even if we haven't done them. That's cool. RX... Oh, wait, no. Yeah, Theresia and then... Bridget? Yeah. So both of them, I assume, are going to be on the most, like, western part of Barrierheart, because all that's here is, you know, the restaurant, the chapel, and then a hotel. So I assume they're both going to be staying over this way. Well, Residence 2, right over here. Yeah, don't mind us just barging into your home. Oh, here's Bridget. Oh, Bridget! She's, the one Alan likes. Well, she likes Alan, too. Elliot, Reen! I'm glad we got the chance to meet again. Bridget, so this is where you were. It's a relief to see you're doing well. Is there any particular reason you're in Barrierheart? My father happens to be friends with the people of this household, and I somehow managed to make it here after escaping from Thor's. I've been working for them as a home tutor ever since. That makes sense. It's rare to see such spirit within a lady of nobility. Well, I've heard about all your escapades on the Courageous. Not to mention the fact that you arrested Duke Albaret himself. Class 7 really does know how to pull off the impossible. We definitely wouldn't have been able to accomplish such a feat without all the support we received. Hey, if we can, why not make the impossible possible? That aside, I've got a favor to ask. Would you be willing to join us, Bridget? I'm sure we could use your help when we take back Thor's. Well, it's probably time I left now that Lord Hancock and Lady Lorna have returned. But unfortunately, I can't join you all just yet. Of course not. Any reason why? He's with us already. Well, you see, I actually fled from Thor's with Alan. Then we split up along the way. I've been worrying about him non-stop ever since. I think I just end up being a liability if I joined you like this. I see. I doubt that, but I know how you must feel. I guess you wouldn't know that he's joined us. Should we bring him over to... Why don't we just tell her that he's on board? Why do we have to go through all the effort? Like, this makes zero sense. Why are we going to bring him here instead of just bringing her... Just be like, hey, oh, but he's already on the Courageous. You're not going out anytime soon, are you? Stay put. There's someone we'd like you to see. Is it who I think it is? Reed got in contact with Alan and asked him to come over as quickly as possible. Bridget. I guess this is more dramatic. Alan, is it really you? Yep, in the flesh. I'm sorry, Bridget. I promised I'd protect you, but wound up making you worry instead. Please don't apologize. I'm sure you were just as worried about me as I was about you. You've been fighting hard ever since we were separated, haven't you? Knowing you're safe is all I ever needed. Thanks, Bridget. I'm glad they finally got to reunite. They're off in their own little world. I guess it's to be expected after they were separated for so long. I still think it would have been much simpler to be like, hey, Bridget, he's already on board. You want to go see him? Instead of going through the effort of bringing him down here so they can go back up. Thank you so much, everyone. I can finally do what I need to know now that I know Alan's safe. Will you be coming with us, Bridget? Indeed. I'm not entirely sure how much use I'll be to you, but I want to do my part in saving Thor's. Now let's help take it back together. I swear I'll never let anything come between us again. Goodness, Alan. How far does your nightly passion extend, I wonder? It's good to have you both on board. A pleasure to join you all. Before I go, though, I'd like to repay the people here for taking me in. Perhaps I'll play one last performance for them. Sounds like a good idea to me. I think we'd all like that, actually. Yeah, I haven't heard you play in forever. Well, it's good to see they don't seem to be, like, stuck-up nobles, because otherwise they'd probably be freaking out that Alan's even in here. Not that every noble is bad, it's just, it's always hard to tell in Erebonia which ones are, stuck up like that or not. What a splendid performance. Bridget happens to be the daughter of a good friend of mine, you see. It's a relief knowing she's finally back together with her friends after everything she's been through. Of course, there should be no issue in letting her join all of you with Lord Eustace and Princess Alphen aboard too. I trust that you'll all take care of her. Okay, well, I mean, I don't think that comment was meant to be like, oh, we can't trust commoners with her. I think it was more just, we know Lord Eustace, we know Princess Alphen, so we know there's nothing really to be worried about. Okay, but where is Theresia stay? I don't know where her house is. I thought she would have been over here. Oh, maybe she is staying at the restaurant. Or not staying, but maybe she's at the restaurant right now. Alright, where's she at? Huh. You're those students who were involved in the Duke Albaret's arrest, correct? I hope you realize that this is all due to your meddling. What's that supposed to mean? Could you elaborate for us, perhaps? I'm aware you're Theresa's father, but is that somehow related? Ever since the Duke's arrest, Theresa has vehemently expressed her desire to join your group on the Courageous. I could never allow that, of course, so she's now chosen to run away. Did she really? Well, we'd certainly have no issues with her coming aboard. Could we ask you why is this opposed? Is such a question necessary when you're aware of her noble lineage? Duke Albarea's arrest means we must think long and hard on how to proceed from here. Are you truly the opinion that I shall allow my daughter to faff about with those who seek to oppose the alliance? I guess that makes sense. This is certainly a tense period for the nobles of Barrihard. Excuse me, sir, but I should clarify that our intent isn't to directly oppose the Noble Alliance. Yep, we're just doing what we can to end the war. Say what you will, your actions will bring the wrath of the Noble Alliance upon you no matter your intent. I'm certain Theresa will return soon enough anyway. In the meantime, I don't want any of you getting involved in this, understood? Sorry, but that doesn't seem like a promise we can keep. Should we go search for her? I'm kind of worried, to be honest. She couldn't have gone too far. Maybe we'll find her in town. Yeah, though we'll have to make sure the Baron doesn't find out what we're up to. Well, us just leaving without saying anything doesn't really help that situation. Maybe Oscar knows something. Or Hammond. Not Oscar. Welcome. Are you all planning on resting today? I can only imagine how exhausted you must be after all that's happened. Allow me to be so bold as to request that you stay by Lord Eustace's side as much as possible as well. While they were never on good terms, having to arrest his own— oh, yeah, okay. Maybe aren't you, sir? Yeah, now the question really is, where did Theresa run off to? Obviously, she wouldn't have run somewhere that her father would easily be able to find her. If she's run off, maybe she did run off back to that place from before. Because when we met her before, I believe she said something she ran from her father, you know, already coming here. Okay, she's not up here, so... No. Okay, well that's a no-go. Oh, wait. I thought I saw it. Am I crazy? Could've sworn I saw an exclamation point right there. Oh, no, I'm not crazy. She was down here. Here you are, Theresia. Oh, I wasn't expecting to run into any of you here. I take it my father told you what happened? I couldn't be more pitiful. Don't say that. I got all worked up arguing with him, and when he wouldn't give me what I wanted, I stormed off in a huff. Since then, I haven't done a thing but hide out here. I didn't even have the courage to leave town, let alone join you. If only Emily were here. Well, Emily's on the Courageous. We could just... Yep, may as well. Class 7 went back to the Courageous to talk to Emily. Once they told her what was going on with Theresia, she ran to her so fast, it was all they could do to keep up. Theresia? Emily? I'm not dreaming, am I? Nope, been a while, huh? How have you been? You know full well the answer to that. I've been worried sick about you ever since we parted ways. Yeah, same here. Not a day went by where I didn't think about you. How romantic. I'm so glad you're safe. Emily. Emily and Theresia shared a passionate hug. So happy for them. Likewise. Thank you so much for bringing Emily back to me. I can finally rest easy now. Even if I won't be able to join you all. Oh please, did you really just think I'd up and ditch you? I've heard all about your dad's stance on things. That's one of the reasons I tagged along, you know. Let's go convince him together. We're gonna make you a proud member of the Courageous no matter what. Naturally, we'll be helping. I'm sure he'll come around once he realizes just how many people want your support. Truly? Thank you, everyone. Let's go then. Alright. Having made the decision to convince Baron Caroline together, everyone went to Sorcier. And so the great debate to determine if Theresia could board the Courageous began. Upon laying eyes on Emily for the first time, the Baron made no effort to hide his discontent towards her. However, the icy tension slowly began to thaw once it became clear that she shared a true bond with Theresia. In the end... Fine, I give in. I'll allow you to board the Courageous. Father, I have no intention of changing my beliefs as a noble anytime soon. However, I'd be a fool not to recognize the bond crafted between the two of you. Might I request that you take care of Theresia in my stead, Lady Emily? It would be my pleasure, right, Theresia? Of course. Phew. I'm glad that more or less got resolved with a happy ending. Yeah, it's very easily, seemingly. I really can't thank you all enough for this. I doubt I would have been able to convince Father on my own. You guys even jumped in at the right times during the discussion, too. But yeah, thanks a lot. It's great to know I'll be able to fight alongside Theresia from now on. Come on, that was all you and Theresia. It was all thanks to your friendship in the end. Now we just need to find Ferris. Yep, the party doesn't start until the lacrosse club's totally reunited. Alright, if you don't mind, we're gonna board the Courageous ahead of you. I'm so happy I could be with you all. Same here. How nice. Alright, well that takes care of that. So now... that leaves only a couple students on this list. Okay, we know Rosine is in Keldic and Beryl is in Ymir, so let's head over to Aurochs Fort for Rex. Although, Rex is an interesting case because he said he wasn't going to join us because he saw that all the action was on the ground. But I'm going to guess he's probably now heard of our exploits. And probably is going to realize he wants to be alongside us. Oh, he's out here. Okay. Hey, bud. How's it going? Hey, Class 7. Sounds like you've been pretty busy lately. Hey, Rex. I didn't expect to see you here. Well, I heard all about how Duke Galberet was arrested. So I decided to come with the RMP and head over here. What, all on your own? Yeah, they brought me part of the way here, but I had to go the rest myself. They said they couldn't be able to bring me. That's not right. They said they wouldn't be able to bring me all the way to the fort. To the Imperial Army, this is right in the heart of enemy territory. Don't go causing trouble now. The Cruden Provincial Army temporarily withdrawn from the conflict, but they're still a nasty force to be reckoned with. If you go and upset them, you'll only be putting yourself in danger. Hey, there's no need to try and scare me. I'm not going to try anything, promise. Besides, this place isn't anywhere near as dangerous as the next place I'm going to. And where would that be? The RMP's planning to send help to the guys fighting over at the west soon. So I'm going to tag along and snap loads of photos of the situation over there. Western Arabonia? But the fighting's worse than it is here. That'll be really dangerous. Did Captain Clara, her adjutant, give you permission to do that? Well, they said no when I asked, but I'm still set on going, so I'll have to stow away in the cargo or something. But don't you worry about me. I found my true calling as a war photographer. I've got nothing to fear. And Fidelia's not around, so I gotta try and do what I can without relying on him. Your spirit as a cameraman is certainly admirable. You may have managed to avoid danger up till now, but there's no guarantee that will always be the case. The situation in the West does truly sound dangerous. My instincts are telling me I should try and stop him. If anyone's going to be able to change his mind, it's Fidelio. He was always the one keeping Rex in check back when they were in the photography club, so if I ask him... Yep. Rex, you should probably rethink this idea of yours. But even if you're not going to listen, I think someone else you know very well who will hear you out. Like who? Wait a sec, you don't mean... Just wait here, I'll go call him. Reen contacted the Courageous and explained Rex's plans to Fidelio. With no convincing required, he agreed to meet them at Aurochs Fort to persuade Rex not to go. Sorry for taking so long, Rex. Fidelio? So you were okay after all? I certainly am. I'm traveling around on board the Courageous with Class 7 and plenty of other Thor students now. I've been taking photographs of the war from the perspective of a noble student. So in that sense, what I've been doing isn't all that different to what you've been doing. Really? You've been acting as a war photographer too? Reen told me you're planning on going to Western Erebonia, is that true? You understand just how dangerous that would be, right? Of course I understand. I know it'll be dangerous, especially for a kid like me who's only good as the photographs he takes. There's even a chance I won't make it back alive. But I'm a war photographer now. I won't run away at every sign of danger. I didn't realize you were that serious about this. I still think it's too dangerous for a student to be running around there, though. It's weird, but to tell you the truth, I'm really happy to hear you say that. All you ever did back at the club was take pictures of cute girls. I'm moved by how much thought you've given your future. But I think if you feel you have a duty to photograph this war, that's all the more reason why you should stay in the East. Why is that? The Noble Alliance's tactics had the 3rd and 4th Armored Divisions locked to the eastern side of the country. But thanks to Class 7's efforts, things here are slowly beginning to change. I wouldn't be surprised if the battle to take back the capital came sooner rather than later. Wow, you're seeing far ahead in the future. Oh. And I think that's when our club will finally be able to shine, even more so if we have the Courageous. Together, we'll be able to capture this war's final moments and share them with citizens all across the country. We're not just photographers, we're also military academy students. This is something only the two of us can do. It's a strength, not a weakness, to know and understand what tasks are best suited to you. I think you might be right. We already know the perfect battlefield where you can best use your skills, Rex. And it's right here in Western Erebonia, so would you be willing to help us? We're going to need you when we take back the academy. Wow, guys. You need my help that much, do you? What? Rex? Well, okay, if you want me that badly, who am I to say no? Starting today, I'll be serving as a war photographer aboard the Courageous. Come to think of it, I bet I'll be able to take some incredible shots from the sky. Oh god. You guys better have some girls with nice boobs on board. Maybe if the winds blow hard enough on deck, I can... Don't even think about it. His reason for coming with us just got a whole lot creepier. He seemed so noble-minded mere moments ago. Is it too late to back out of this? Looks like you're back to your old self, unfortunately. Anyway, let's show Erebonia what the photography club can really do. Sure thing. Yeah, I guess he hasn't completely changed. After some stern warnings about what would happen if anyone were to catch him taking unwanted pictures of the girls, Rex joined Fidelio aboard the Courageous. Alright, well that takes care of that. So, let's go to Ymir next, and then we'll stop by Keldic for the last student before we end things off. So... Barrel, you're right, Ymir. So right up here. Alright, where is Beryl staying? Oh. Giggle. Huh? Hey, wait! Guess she didn't hear you. That was a Thor's uniform, wasn't it? She looked kind of familiar. Wasn't that Beryl from the Occult Research Society? I'm not sure it's a good idea for her to be wandering up the valley alone. I think it'd be best if we went after her. How far up did she go? Oh, did she really go up all the way? Can we just... Oh, we can't teleport, so we really have to walk. I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's not like anything here is going to want anything to do with us. This is where the game started. So everything here is going to be in the mid to high 40s in terms of levels. Meanwhile, we're all the way up at like 96, 98. It's kind of crazy how fast we jumped up these levels. Although it has been 53 hours since we started this playthrough. Jeez, how far up did she go? Oh, she's up there, okay. Teehee, oh, I see. What the? She vanished. Did she just disappear before our very eyes? Should we keep going after her? I mean, it does stand to reason that someone from some kind of occult thing would have some kind of special powers, I guess. She is here. My suspicions that this is the source of the spiritual energy in the valley's air appear to be correct. Meanwhile, the great energy floating in this spot is due to the fact that the Ashen Knight, who once used his power here... I'm right, aren't I? Well, yeah, Valimar was here for quite a while. Anyway, never mind him. I'm glad to see you again, Beryl. Have you been wandering around the country ever since the war began? Oh, yes. Whenever the whispers of my guardian spirit and the devils beckoned me, I answered their call. I've been able to visit power spots all over eastern Erebonia thanks to their guidance. From Neolithic ruins to lakeside castles, from lands connected to earth spirits, I can't imagine a better use for my time. So you visited the ruins in Nord? I'm impressed you traveled all the way to Lohengrin Castle and a spirit shrine. Sounds like you've been really busy. If you don't mind me asking, just who are you, really? No ordinary student should be able to do all of that. A fine question indeed, and yet so few people truly know enough about themselves to answer it. In a way, I'm simply one more person peering into the darkness, pursuing an answer to that very same question. The truth is shrouded in shadow. When I peer into the darkness, it stares right back at me. Okay. That doesn't answer the question in the slightest. Seriously. But I think that's enough about me. You're looking for Thor's students to board the Courageous, yes? I'd be happy to come on board now that my journey has reached its end. Oh, sure. Welcome aboard, Beryl. The pleasure's all mine. I look forward to witnessing what fate has in store for you. She seems to know a lot despite us not telling her anything. Alright, and last but not least, let's go to Keldic and pick us up a Rosine. Let's go. It's still rough to be here. Hopefully Keldic will eventually be able to repair. Thank you so much for coming, everyone. I assume you... Oh, yeah, I forgot. She was the one with the request. Sure did. You're trying to organize a concert for the people here? And you wanted my input as well, right? That's correct. I realize you're all busy, but would you be able to help me with this? Of course, it'd be my pleasure. Anything to help the townsfolk. Time to return the favor. It would be my pleasure to help fellow crews and citizens. Thank you so much, everyone. Only a few days have passed since the town was attacked, yet repair efforts are already underway. The RMP has been providing us with relief supplies, while bracers from the guild visit from time to time as well. Celtic does seem to be in a better state when we last saw it. I can't tell a difference. That said, though, it's very clear that the townsfolk are still shaken by the attack. That's why you want to hold a concert. Plenty of them are still haunted by visions of what happened, unable to sleep at night. Well, like you said, it's only been a few days. Even just imagining the same happening to my home is painful, but to go through the real thing, it'll most likely be a long time before they can move on from this. That's why I've been desperately trying to think of a way to help heal the scars that traumatic experience has left. Eventually, I decided it might be a good idea to hold a concert here at the church. A concert, huh? That brings back memories of the one we held in the chapel in Trista. That was the very inspiration for this idea, actually. I'd like to believe that a concert as lovely as that one could cheer the townsfolk up, even if a little bit. I see, that would explain why you would need Elliot's input then. Well, that concert was pretty spectacular. I think it's worth a shot. Music definitely has a positive influence on people. I've experienced that firsthand. It might not be enough to help them move on completely, but it should at least let them start taking the first steps. Looks like we're decided then. You can count on us, Rosine. We'll help with whatever you need. Truly wonderful. Now then, where should we start? The three things we'll need are a venue, performers, and instruments. What location, performers, and instruments we get will determine what kind of concert we can hold. We're already good on the location, since this church will be more than enough for our needs. That just leaves the performers and instruments then. That's definitely going to be the hard part. We don't exactly have the time to practice like we did when we were preparing for the festival. Indeed, we're ideally going to need people who already have both experience and instruments needed. Elliot and his fellow club members would be a good place to start, I think. Yeah, I think so, and luckily I brought my violin from the academy, so I'm already good to go. I'll talk to the others about it later. Might be a good idea to head to Rower and ask Instructor Mary to join as well. Last but not least, I'll ask my sister to join in too. Oh yeah, she's a piano teacher, isn't she? She'd be perfect. I think that just about covers everyone we can ask, right? Hopefully we'll be able to find some other people as well. Now that I think about it, we did come across one guy in Barrierheart Central. Oh, the guy who's playing music, yeah. Maybe he'd be interested in helping? We still have instruments to worry about, but I suppose all we can do is try to procure those while gathering performers. Either way, we should start searching. I'll do what I can to get everything ready here for the concert. Good luck, everyone. I do hope everything works out for the sake of the townsfolk. Leave it to us. Alright, well, since this is technically part of the side quest stuff, I think we're going to end things off here. So, next time we're going to start running around and gathering who we can. Obviously, we have a few people we can definitely ask. Obviously, we're going to get Elliot's sister, which I assume she's probably staying over at Twin Dragons Bridge still, since that's where 4th Armored Division still is. And then, of course, there is also Instructor Mary and that guy we saw in Barrierheart. So, I guess next time we will get started on that. So, that's going to be it, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe more if you're new to the channel. I'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.